Hi, good day. I am Christine Karylle taking your tour guide for today. And here's my co-tour guide to tour you in KAWIT. Patricia Acuna, Rachelle Mae, Joligon, Mary Joyce Ranche, Vira Mae Anoba, and Jomar Ventura. This is the information that you can see in this video about KAWIT Cavite, the history of KAWIT, the tourist attractions of KAWIT, the delicacies, and also the products of KAWIT, and lastly, the accommodation that you can see and use here in KAWIT.
Ang bayan ng Cavite o tinatawag noon ng Cavite el Viejo. Isa rin ito sa pinakalumang bayan na itatag ng Kastila noong 1587 sa lalawigan ng Cavite. Dito rin ipinanganak si Emilio Aguinaldo, ang dating presidente ng Pilipinas o ang pinakaunang presidente ng ating bansa. So dito din inihayag ang Araw ng Kalayaan noong June 12, 1898. Magdalo and Magdiwang. So there are two Katipunan provincial in Cavite that became rival faction. The Magdalo, that headed by the cousins of Emilio Aguinaldo named Baldomero Aguinaldo, and the Magdiwang that headed by Mariano Alvarez, the uncle of the wife of Aguinaldo. So before, Baldomero felt that it's time to replace the Katipunan with new government and leadership, while Mariano did not agree to it because it already has a constitution and law.
Good day everyone, my name is MJ Ranche from BSTM 11. So ngayon meron ako ipapakita sa inyo short history ng KAWIT Cavite. Aguinaldo Shrine. So ano nga ba ang Aguinaldo Shrine? The Aguinaldo Mansion in KAWIT Cavite, site in the historic proclamation of Philippine independence on June 12, 1898, was declared a national shrine in June 1964, shortly after the death of General Emilio Aguinaldo. The house was first built in 1845 from wood and thatch materials. Emilio Aguinaldo was born there on March 22, 1869. It was reconstructed in 1849 and then again in the early 1920s. So every June 12, kada taon, pinagdiriwang ang Independence Day. Isa ang Aguinaldo Shrine sa magandang pasyalan sa KAWIT Cavite kasi hindi lang sa dahil magandang history na ito, kundi ang maganda din talaga yung museo nito. Next is St. Mary Magdalene Church, or kilala bilang St. Mart Magdalene Church. KAWIT Church was constructed sometime in 1636 through the help of some Filipino families, towns of Maragondon and Silang Cavite. The first church was built using wood and it was only in 1737 it was reconstructed and became a stone church. The church was greatly damaged by a strong typhoon in 1831. So isa sa pinakamagandang puntahan din sa KAWIT Cavite ang simbahan ng St. Mart Magdalene Church. Dahil hindi lang makaluma to, dahil pag pumapasok ka sa loob nito, parang laging bago siya. Okay? Bago talaga siya. Hindi siya yung old church na parang sira na ganon. Kasi ang ganda niya kahit luma na, lagi siyang inaayos. Dahil nga, syempre, isa itong history din sa pinakamagandang puntahan sa KAWIT Cavite. Next is Battle of Binakayan Dalahican in KAWIT Cavite. The Battle of Binakayan was fought of November 9 to 11 in 1896, and it's considered the first major victory of Filipino revolutionaries during Philippine Revolution. The battle took place at the town of Cavite el Viejo. Natawag ngayon na KAWIT. Okay. And it take 2 days after Spanish retreat. Similar battle took place at the same day in adjacent town on Noveleta. The Battle of Binakayan was the first victory of Emilio Aguinaldo-led Filipino revolutionaries over the Spaniards in Cavite. The battle took place in Binakayan, a barrio in KAWIT, and Dalahican, a barrio in Noveleta on November 9 to 11 in 1896. So every time na dadaan kayo ng KAWIT, talagang makikita niyo yung mga statue nila. Sabihin, ayan yung mga statue nila noong mga panahon na naglaban sila. Nagtagal ito ng 2 araw and kaya siya tinawag na Battle of Binakayan.
Emilio Aguinaldo Museum is a national shrine located in KAWIT, Cavite, Philippines, where the Philippine Declaration of Independence from Spain was declared on June 12, 1898. To commemorate the event known as Araw ng Kalayaan or Independence Day, a national holiday, the Philippine flag is raised by the top government officials on June 12 each year. The shrine is an ancestral home of Emilio Aguinaldo, officially the first president of the Philippines, the only president of First Philippine Republic. The house was built in 1845, made from wood and thatch, and reconstructed in 1840. Here, Aguinaldo was born on March 22, 1869. And the Aguinaldo Museum on the ground floor is maintained by the National Historical Commission of the Philippines.
The 19th Century Heritage House. Musay ni Baldomero Aguinaldo is a tribute to General Emilio Aguinaldo's cousin and fellow revolutionary soldier. The historical house and museum were built in 1906. According to the National Historical Commission of the Philippines, it exhibits 19th century lifestyle and artifacts such as furniture, furnishings, picture and sketches, ceramic ware, and other household objects. Baldomero Aguinaldo retired in this residence, which had a tranquil and calm atmosphere appropriate for a gentleman farmer's family. The walls are pure white with a sky blue accent on the second story. Its ceilings are similarly painted with blooming trellis motifs. The humble grave mound of Baldomero Aguinaldo and his family is located in a conspicuous part of the backyard. So this is the 19th century heritage house.
Now let's proceed to Irasan. Irasan is one of the great and last Irasan here in KAWIT, Cavite. It is also the oldest Irasan in the whole KAWIT, and it is a small field and you can use it for making salt.
Martinez Festival is a historical town in Cavite and takes place at highly Hispanized culture in Cavite, one of which is the Martinez, a town-wide religious event that held every 24th December as a the nativity of the Virgin Mary. It is also a dramatic retelling of the Virgin Mary and Joseph's Church in Bethlehem, her place to stay called Panagmulia. These reenactment happens in the street of KAWIT with different floats depicting different biblical scenes from Acuna up to Mary and Joseph. The Panunurian takes place in several houses and then singing at the rich 300-year-old Mary Magdalene Church of KAWIT, where the Virgin Mary and Joseph are welcomed by angels in a giant or Belen or nativity scene which covers the whole retablo in the altar church. The song, performed by the angels acted by little girls, are mostly in Spanish. Caracol is a religious dance procession held on the 8th feast day of the patron saint of the particular town. The provinces of Cavite is well known of conducting of a caracol. Caracol is also a ritual performed by devotees as they join the pilgrimage and is carried out during the Christmas. The pilgrims dance their way to the church in tune of the weekly marching band and following waltz rhythm. The dance movement is performed collectively to express gratitude
To Independence Day celebration. it is one of the historical and important celebration here in KAWIT, Cavite, because we celebrate this every year of June 12, because we commemorating the independence of the Philippines from the Spain in the June 12, 1898, so that the Philippine government declared that June 12 must be a holiday to the whole country of the Philippines. And also, we celebrate Independence Day in KAWIT, Cavite because the first flag will raise in KAWIT, Cavite, especially in the house of Emilio Aguinaldo, or the Freedom Park.
Pandayan is a local panday or smith for knives and farm tools. You can also buy your own molo or you can try to make it for your own self.
Talaba are considered as staple food in Cavite. Kinilaw na talaba is oyster ceviche in English language. It's the easy ways to prepare an oyster recipe. A recipe of fresh oysters soaked in native vinegar with lots of green chili peppers, red chili pepper, ginger, and red onions. And this is the great appetizer. And you can also pair it with fried fish, ensaladang talbos ng kamote, and steamed okra. And this is delicious and healthy. The very famous tapsihan ng KAWIT is the Hidden Tapsihan. The Hidden Tapsihan is a hole-in-the-wall food stop in KAWIT, Cavite that you should try. They are recognized in Cavite for having the best tapa in town. Despite being located along an alley and indeed concealed in a residential area. Their traditional Filipino tapa is marinated in a sweet sauce that perfectly complements the Filipino cuisine.
So what are you waiting for? Let's see the three famous restaurants in KAWIT, Cavite. The first restaurant is the 727 Diner, located in KAWIT, Cavite. The 727 restaurant have the American menu and American ambience. That's why Caviteños visit this famous restaurant. The next spot is Cafe Agahan. Cafe Agahan is also famous because of their dishes and their delicious food. Cafe Agahan always visited of people, and they also have catering services. The third spot is the Coffee Project. The Coffee Project have many branches, and KAWIT, Cavite have the branches of Coffee Project. This place is always visited of people because of their good and smooth coffee. They visited because of their ambience. You can relax and rest at Coffee Project, KAWIT, Cavite. Now you have seen the three famous restaurants in KAWIT, Cavite. So what are you waiting for? Visit now those places of KAWIT, Cavite. Thank you.
Thank you for watching and listening in our video. We gave you free tour in KAWIT, Cavite because we are now in pandemic, and you can visit KAWIT, Cavite because we are in enhanced community quarantine. But please, if this pandemic will end, please visit KAWIT, Cavite to have self-experience in our area. Have a nice day. Again, I am Karylle Quinlet, your tour guide for today. I hope you enjoy, and I believe that you learn more about more information here in KAWIT.